Have you ever wondered why we do the things we do, or why our minds work a certain way? In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of psychology, exploring 5 mind-blowing psychological facts. Number 1. The Yawn Connection. Yawning is a quirky behavior that tells us more about human connections than we might think. When we yawn, especially in response to someone else doing it, there's more at play than just a simple reflex. It's like a little dance of empathy that happens in our brains. Studies looking into this yawn connection show that the chance of catching a yawn from someone else is linked to how much empathy we have. Empathy means understanding and sharing someone else's feelings, and it's a big part of why yawns can spread. Imagine you're in a group and someone yawns. Your brain is wired to copy what it sees, not just as a reflex but as a way our empathy shows itself. People who are good at understanding and sharing feelings, those with a strong sense of empathy, are more likely to join in with a yawn, making it a social and emotional experience. It's interesting to note that the link between yawning and empathy becomes even more noticeable when it's not there. Studies suggest that young kids who are still learning about empathy might not catch yawns as often. This tells us that the contagiousness of yawns is connected to how well we can connect with and understand the feelings of the people around us. Number 2. The power of positivity. Discovering the power of positivity can truly transform our lives, helping us break free from the pull of our natural tendency to focus on the negative. This tendency, called negativity bias, often leads us to dwell on life's challenges rather than its positive moments. But don't worry, there's a simple remedy: welcoming positivity. Studies show that it takes just 5 positive experiences to counteract the impact of a single negative event. This means positivity has a significant impact on our overall well-being. Think of it as building a shield of resilience to face life's challenges. Instead of getting bogged down by life's obstacles, take a moment to appreciate the positive aspects. It's not about ignoring difficulties but shifting your focus to acknowledge and value the good that's present. This change in perspective can profoundly affect your mental and emotional well-being. Picture it as tipping the scales in favor of positivity. By consciously recognizing and cherishing positive moments, even the small ones, you create a more balanced outlook. This deliberate focus on the positive not only boosts your mood but also nurtures a mindset that attracts even more positivity into your life. Number 3. The dread of uncertainty. It's a bit strange, but we humans tend to lean towards knowing even bad news rather than dealing with uncertainty. Our brains don't really like not knowing what's ahead. It triggers a bunch of thoughts trying to figure things out, and that can be a bit uncomfortable. Having an idea of what's coming gives us a feeling of control, like a mental anchor in the middle of all the uncertainty. It's like our brains prefer facing a challenge head-on with information rather than wading through the confusing waters of not knowing. This discomfort with uncertainty is deeply ingrained in how our minds work. When faced with something unknown, our brains automatically look for patterns and clues to make sense of it all. It's a survival instinct. Knowing what might happen makes us feel safer. Number 4. Nostalgic tunes and dopamine. Ever wondered why the songs from our younger days still mean so much to us? It's not just a nostalgic thing. Studies show that the music we loved during adolescence has a big impact. These songs have the ability to make our brains release feel-good chemicals, like dopamine, creating lasting emotional bonds. In our teenage years, music becomes like a soundtrack to our lives, weaving into our experiences and feelings. The tunes and lyrics get woven into our memories, forming a special connection. Research suggests that when we listen to the music that meant something to us in high school, our brains release dopamine, a chemical linked to pleasure and reward. This is why a song from that time can bring on such strong emotions. It's like going back in time, accompanied by a rush of positive feelings. The link between music and dopamine not only boosts our mood but also helps form long-lasting emotional ties to the songs of our youth. Number 5. The Pygmalion effect. The Pygmalion effect is a fascinating psychological phenomenon that highlights how having high expectations can boost performance positively. This idea was clearly shown in a study that revealed how teachers' beliefs directly influenced their students' achievements, emphasizing the strong impact of belief on outcomes. The Pygmalion theory suggests that people often do well when others expect them to. The strength of positive expectations, whether they come from teachers, mentors, or ourselves, plays a crucial role in unlocking potential and improving performance. This principle not only emphasizes the importance of believing in individual abilities but also shows how our perceptions and expectations can influence various aspects of life. The Pygmalion effect encourages us to realize the power of maintaining a positive mindset and having high expectations for ourselves and those around us. It implies that supporting potential and believing in the ability to achieve greatness can spark real success. Ultimately, understanding and applying the Pygmalion effect in different areas of life can lead to a more empowering and success-oriented mindset.